Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. These simple words from a Zen master invite us to look, not for magic in the extraordinary, but for enlightenment in the ordinary moments of life. Imagine if your daily routine held the secret to profound transformation. That's the enduring gift of Zen philosophy, a subtle yet world-changing wisdom that's been quietly shaping our lives for centuries. What is Zen philosophy? At its heart, Zen is a school of Buddhism focused on simplicity, direct experience, and the transformative power of mindful awareness. Emerging from Mahayana Buddhism in 6th century China, it refined its approaches in Japan and is now recognized worldwide as a distinct spiritual and philosophical tradition. Unlike other forms of Buddhism that emphasize doctrine, study, or ritual, Zen urges us to discover our true nature by experiencing reality without the filters of habit or preconception. Zen asks, what if enlightenment isn't about escaping the world, but embracing it as it is? Through practices like zazen meditation, koans, and a focus on presence, Zen offers an alternative to the ceaseless striving and overthinking of modern life. It whispers that peace can be found not by adding to life, but by stripping away the unnecessary. Over generations, Zen's influence has reached far beyond temple walls and meditation cushions. Its principles shape how we approach stress, how we create art or write poetry, and even how we organize our homes and workspaces. As the pace of life accelerates and distractions multiply, Zen's simple message only grows more relevant. Right here, right now is enough. How did a philosophy born in ancient Asia become a guiding force for millions today? To answer that, we need to journey from Zen's Eastern origins to its dramatic interactions with the modern Western world. Zen philosophy emerged from the teachings of Bodhidharma, the Indian monk who traveled to China in the early 6th century. There, blending Indian meditation with Taoist thought and Chinese cultural values, he ignited the movement called Chan, the Chinese predecessor of Zen. This practice emphasized meditation, simplicity, and sudden enlightenment, rejecting complex rituals for direct experience. As centuries passed, Chan thrived in China, producing legendary masters like Huineng and Linji, who taught that enlightenment was not confined to monasteries. Anyone could access it in the midst of daily life. Eventually, Zen crossed the sea to Japan, where it would take on unique local flavors, influencing the samurai code, tea ceremonies, calligraphy, martial arts, and even the architecture of homes and gardens. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Western thinkers and artists began to hear whispers of Zen. Travel and scholarship brought back tales of monks achieving contentment while sweeping floors, and poets finding beauty in fallen leaves or a silent pond. Pioneering translators like D.T. Suzuki illuminated Zen's intricate paradoxes, helping Western readers understand koans such as, what is the sound of one hand clapping? After World War II, a defeated Japan opened up to the world, and American servicemen stationed there witnessed Zen's calm dignity firsthand. Soon after, the West saw an influx of Zen-inspired writings, artworks, and teachers. Beat poets and intellectuals, hungry for new spiritual approaches in the aftermath of war and disillusionment, embraced Zen's radical simplicity. The seeds had been sown for a cross-cultural exchange that would soon change the world. If there was a turning point where Zen philosophy truly began to reshape Western thought, it arrived in the middle of the 20th century. The Beat generation, iconoclasts like Allen Ginsberg, Gary Snyder, and Jack Kerouac, transformed Zen into a lived philosophy that broke away from conformity and consumerism. They saw Zen not just as meditation, but as a way of engaging with the world honestly, moment by moment, without pretense. Kerouac's novel The Dharma Bums chronicled road trips and backpacking adventures, blending Zen teachings with the American urge for freedom and authenticity. Meanwhile, Shunryu Suzuki, arriving in California in the late 1950s, founded the first Soto Zen monastery in the U.S., teaching that Zen mind is beginner's mind, a heart open to possibility, unburdened by dogma. The 1960s and 70s witnessed a cultural revolution. Eastern spirituality, meditation, and yoga swept across college campuses, therapy groups, and new artistic movements. Zen was no longer just for monks or scholars. Mindfulness and meditative practices entered the mainstream as tools for self-discovery, stress relief, and creativity. Workshops, lectures, and best-selling books democratized Zen's insights. Suddenly, the pursuit of peace, clarity, and presence was available to everyone, not only as philosophy, but as practical guidance for modern life. The true revolution, however, unfolded in the quieter corners of culture: art, psychology, and the way we live. Art and aesthetics. Zen's emphasis on minimalism and embracing imperfection deeply influenced Western modern art. Painters like Mark Rothko and musicians such as John Cage experimented with empty space, silence, and chance, echoing Zen's respect for the void and transience. The wabi-sabi aesthetic, finding beauty in the flawed or incomplete, inspired everything from photography to interior design, encouraging us to appreciate the raw and the unfinished. Psychology and mindfulness. In the late 1970s and 80s, figures like Jon Kabat-Zinn introduced mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, adapting Zen principles into secular therapy for everyone. Suddenly, being present and non-judgmental was not just for mystics, but for anyone seeking relief from anxiety or chronic illness. Therapies like acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT, use Zen-inspired techniques to help people accept thoughts as they arise and let go of unhelpful attachments. Lifestyle and daily routine. Today, Zen-inspired routines are everywhere. Minimalist living, decluttering, slow eating, and digital detoxes. The globally popular KonMari method, developed by Marie Kondo, carries the spirit of Zen. Only keep what truly sparks joy. Cafes, gardens, and meditation spaces in the heart of cities offer sanctuary from the digital buzz. Their calm rooted in the Zen ideal that tranquility comes not from possession or distraction, but from mindful simplicity. Zen's influence also pulses through athletic training and business leadership, where focus, adaptability, and living in the moment have become mantras for long-term success and resilience. More than a philosophy, Zen has become a cultural undercurrent, quietly altering our relationship to the world. One breath, one brushstroke, one mindful moment at a time. Stepping back, we see that Zen's profound transformation isn't loud or dramatic. It's subtle and enduring, like a drop of dye coloring the waters of our daily existence. Zen teaches that the greatest achievements in life, the highest forms of art, the deepest peace, and the richest experiences arise not from the pursuit of more, but from wholeheartedly embracing what is already here. In our age of distraction, confusion, and constant technological change, Zen offers clarity, a reminder that the present moment is not something to escape, but a place to land. Through its unique journey from ancient Asia to bustling Western cities, Zen has become a silent guide, showing millions how to be gentler, more aware, more creative, and ultimately more alive. The world is full of philosophies, but few have touched as many facets of culture, art, and inner life as Zen. Its quiet revolution continues, shaping new generations eager to find stillness and meaning amidst the noise. Now, I want to hear from you. Has Zen philosophy ever shaped your perspective or changed the way you go through your day? Have you encountered its influence in art, therapy, or even your own routine? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I love reading your stories and reflections. And if you're ready to explore Zen's wisdom even further, don't forget to check out my next video where I'll guide you through simple, practical mindfulness techniques anyone can use. Until then, remember, sometimes the most powerful changes start with a single, present moment.